Now let's discuss about schemas. So schema is a collection of database objects associated with one particular database. So basically, you can divide your database into different parts using schemas. So your database is used by different stakeholders. So for example, if you have a database of customers, your legal team will be using it, your development team will be using it, and your marketing team will also be using it. So you can divide your database into schemas. So suppose development team wants to test new codes on the data. They cannot do on the original table as other departments are also using that table and it may impact their work. So what they can do is create a separate schema. They can copy that actual table into their own schema, and there they can test all the queries and all the codes in the table which they have in their own schema. So this will have no impact on the functioning of other teams. Schema make your database more manageable, and you can also provide different privileges to different groups of user on different schemas. One more example is suppose you are getting your customer data from two different product lines. So from both the teams, you are getting a customer table or sales table. What you can do is you can create two separate schemas for these two different products. So you can have two different table with the name customer or two different table with the name sales in your single database. If we were not using schemas, we have to change the name of each repetitive table. With the help of schema, we can avoid that. And generally, to refer a table in a particular schema, you have to write that schema name, then put a dot and then a table name. Till now, we were creating all our tables in public schema. And for public schema, you don't have to write anything before the table name. You can also write public dot table name. That will also work, but it is not necessary. But to access any table or any other object from a particular schema other than public, you have to write that schema name, then dot, and then the table name. It is very easy to create a schema. You just write create schema and the schema name. And if you want to create a new table in this schema name, just write create the schema name dot table. So your table name is a combination of schema name plus a table name. In all your queries, you can replace your table name with schema name dot table name and it will work. If you do not mention the schema name, by default, it will goes to the public schema. So let's write this query in pgadmin and create a new schema. We'll write create schema and then we'll name it test. So our query is successful. You can see here that we were doing all of our work in public schema. So we will refresh this. You can see that now we have two schemas. We also have test. To create a new object in test, we will write create table test dot customer as select. So we are using subqueries to extract all the data from our original customer table. Select all from customer. Here customer means public dot customer. We are not mentioning public because it is not required. So if we run this statement, we have two different customer tables in our database, one in public schema and one in test schema. If we want to test anything and we don't want to make changes in our original table, we can do it in our test schema. So always try to segregate your database into different meaningful schemas. Thank you.